Hi, I'm Rhett, Captain of the Custodians. And tonight, I'm going to be reading more My Hero Academia Vigilantes. I started the stream pretty early because I wanted to have a little bit of time to just chill and kind of wait for people to flood in this time. Actually, as awesome as that music is, and I probably will be playing it for the reading, considering we got time to kill, just gonna put this right here. There we go. Now to do the plugs. And like always, if you are here for Tokyo Ghoul and not Vigilantes, it will be next. And Vigilantes is always way freaking quicker than you want it to be. So, Tokyo Ghoul will be up really quickly. Oh, man. Today was a big day for Attack on Titan and Demon Slayer. And both ended in freaking cliffhangers. Utter bullshit. But yeah, how's everybody doing? I'm gonna... the streams should officially start at 7:30. It's 7:20 where I am right now. So I made sure to start early this time. So I won't do the reading till we get closer to 7:30. Hello! Holy shit, right, Goosey? Oh my gosh. Hi, Horace, as well. My lord, that episode was insane. There was just so much that happened. Holy crap. That's also another reason why I wanted to start this stream a little early. Because I'm sure some people might have questions or comments. It also just gives me a chance to talk about it. Woo! FaZe Gabby never misses. She doesn't! She's got aim like nobody's business. Now, this certainly wasn't the most impressive shot of her career, but still, it's probably the most important shot. And, you know, like, with the title, Two Brothers, because not only do we have the obvious connection of Falco and Colt, and also Zeke and Aaron, but you have the Galliard brothers. You know, that brotherly connection there, because Porco goes out the same way that his brother did, saving Reiner and getting eaten, and having somebody else going into, the Jaw Titan. It's a great episode. I don't think I like it more than Hero or Heroes, whichever one that one is still one of, if that episode is still one of, if not my favorite episodes in all of television. But this episode was amazing. Really good. But yeah, what were your thoughts on the episodes? Because there's also the Demon Slayer episode too, which was absolutely fire as hell. Absolutely fire. The animation there is just impeccably good. It makes me more and more excited to watch more of Fate. Yeah, we feasting. By the way, I haven't watched any more of Fate. Not yet. It will be tomorrow though. Man, this is the first week since we started doing back-to-back stuff that the Attack on Titan video is doing better than the Demon Slayer video. Goes to show. Because it's not like... Sorry, I'm yawning so much, guys. It's not like the Demon Slayer episode was slacking either. It was a great episode. Also, sorry that the Fate stream got claimed. I'm editing that into kind of an episode. So that should be back up before in like reaction format before the next episode will be up. Hello, Keith. How you doing? That's funny. It only says 2 people are watching, but there are 3 people in chat. Oh, never mind. It says there's 6 now. All right, so just wait until 7:30 before we actually get started with the reading. Oh my gosh, why is it that the moment the stream started, I'm Mr. Yawn City now? I wasn't yawning or tired at all. And then boom, stream's activated. Yeah, I'm doing it again. And see, now I made you yawn. Haha. In the most named character deaths, is this the most named character deaths in the series? Like you need a line, my friend? Unlikely. Is this the most named character deaths in the series? Well, we had... Well, it depends on what you consider character deaths. Because with all the people that are turned into Titans, if you count those as character deaths, then likely. Though also, like, it depends on what you consider characters. Because, like, all of Aaron's, like, buddy group in the, like, Attack on Trust got murked. And that was, like, 6 people. So, Porco and Colt, dead. I don't know, Hero had a lot of deaths. Although, I don't know how many of them were character deaths. Thank you for coming along and watching the stream. I very much appreciate it. Yeah, we're going to be starting in about 4 minutes. And this is My Hero Vigilantes, which is what you clicked on for the title. Next stream is how this works. I end the stream once I'm done, and the next I will turn off and then, you know, start a new stream for Tokyo Ghoul. That way I can put them in playlists and make it nice, all fancy-like. Alrighty. See, last time on Vigilantes, he got a pep talk from Ghost Knuckle Duster and Ghost Popstep, but bitch. Okay, so Popstep is not dead. I'm going to say that she's close to death, which is why she was able to give that psychic Vistage ghost pep talk. But now Koichi is starting to slap box. Like now he's you know starting to punch this giant fire electric exploding demon monster, and he looks like he's kicking his ass. Like Koichi full cowl, yeah. Fucking 1,000,000% out here. He's got the fucking, you know, he's only been playing on the defensive this entire fucking fight. Which, what issue did this fight start? And I'm talking like not just like the first wow. I'm talking like the actual like. Gabe, what are you doing here? Spoilers. Get the fuck out of here. Get out of here, Gabe. I love you, man. Get out of here. The crawler full crawling. You're not allowed to see this, Gabe. All right. Get. If you want to freaking read Vigilantes, if you want, you can read Vigilantes, catch all the way up, and then you can read this shit with me. Arc started before chapter 100. So it's been 18 chapters. That's 32 weeks. Or shit. No, I'm stupid. That's 36 weeks. Got my brain. But hey, I hope you guys... I didn't change the editing style too much. I hope you guys enjoyed the edits in the video. I tried to make it pop a little bit more. No, but yeah. Minimum 18 bi-weekly chapters. That is... Think of it this way. We would be on issue 136 if these things came out weekly. If they started weekly at the 100 issue mark. We would be fucking way farther than that if they started from the beginning. Koichi is so cool. I will fucking lose my marbles if he shows up in the main series. Him and Captain Celebrity. Like, obviously it'd be fun seeing Pop Step. She's great. I love Pop. But it's Koichi and Captain Celebrity. If we can get that, probably not for season 6. Well, maybe Koichi. Almost certainly unlike not gonna happen though. But because it seems like this war is gonna be Japan only, and that's probably gonna be one of the reasons why they fail. Had they, asked for help from other nations, which admittedly would make them seem kind of weak and like ill-equipped, which is something you don't want to do when you're maintaining this idea that you can handle shit. So they won't call in, like, say, help from the United States or something and get, like, Captain Celebrity's help for the initial war. They'll probably do stuff like that once they... Well, they'll certainly ask for aid once they lose. So once they lose, and in whatever fashion that is, like, say, whether there is society left at all or society is just in a state of, like, martial law or something, that's when they'll ask for aid, and that's when we might be getting Captain Celebrity, and that would be fucking awesome. Show up in MHA proper, it would be season 7 at least. Yeah, that figures. Alright, but are we ready to get started, boys and girls? How's everybody doing? Everybody ready to start reading? I'm gonna need at least one thumbs up before we get started. We got one thumbs up. That was all we needed. All right. This is My Hero Academia, Vigilantes, Chapter 118. Brittany Cachero, Vor.Rid. So, we open back up with Koichi giving him just a fucking massive right hook, blowing this fucking monster's body away. Buffering? What do you mean by buffering? Is it... We having connection issues? I swear to God, I'm gonna fight the internet. Alright. So. Now we got All For One here looking like fucking Slender Man. Koichi, aka the Crawler. His quirk is a simple one. The ring-shaped force fields can either repulse or absorb to some small degree. His relative Oh no, All For One's gonna see this and be like, this shit's mine. I can't believe... Okay, I'm sorry to keep interrupting. Usually I want to finish like a page or what I'm reading before, but I need to hear you say run again, okay? In the official show, I need you say run again. It's been so fucking long, and it's what I think of when I think of fucking heroism now. Like, if I gave a soundtrack to heroism, it's you say run, so I need it again.
His quirk is a simple one. The ring-shaped force fields can either repulse or absorb to some small degree. His relative mastery of the quirk and clever practical application of it are certainly remarkable. But the quirk itself is the height of mediocrity. The sudden, occasional high-output bursts are fleeting. As he runs out of steam after several seconds, it's no more than the polished use of a quirk that lacks the power to be decisive in any way.
So he's best genist.
Oh, or so I thought.
Fuck yes! Blasted holes in him! You show this fucker what's up!
A high-powered push, such that number 6's plasma body, that superheated amalgamation, is hammered apart by a rapid flurry of blows.
My Hero Academia Vigilantes, episode 118, all the fun. Someone's coming in. Someone's coming in. They can't have Koichi have all the fun. The big guy's coming back together! Koichi! I don't know if that's doing anything to him. Phew. Phew? As long as it's not his real body, I can throw those strong punches without a care. While still buying time. Not his real body?
Too bad you won't get the same courtesy. He's out to kill you.
So I just gotta avoid dying somehow! You picked a great time to take it easy on the killer monster. Oh no, that building! What? Can you imagine the tragedy this would be if this was going down near the station or whatever? Making my stand in the old town was totally the right move.
Still kind of tragic if you wind up...
Oh, this is pops up. Still kind of tragic if you wind up dead, though. How about running away, for real? Like, to safety? It's all good. Strangely, I'm feeling on the top of my game. That good, huh? I thought we were battered and broken. I thought you were battered and broken. Besides, the heroes are bound to show up soon. I bet. Fucking look at this monster. And he's just getting rid of... He's like punching goddamn holes in him, making him look like plasma Swiss cheese.
Abnormally powerful output. Surely far more than can be wrung from a single individual. He likely draws for some massive source of fiery passion beyond our view, and imbues his pounding fists with that power. His quirk begins to reveal its true lofty potential. Was he disguising it as a weak quirk this whole time? Or has this trial triggered explosive growth?
Oh, he can make the top 10 for sure.
Koichi Haimawari. What drives you? What obsession has spurred you to evolve?
The fact that he's got a girl waiting for him. Stay sharp, Koichi. That regen of his is quick. You ain't kidding. Evade, dodge, run for your life.
Pfft, great way to let him corner you, I say. Wait for your opening and hit back.
Watch out! Incoming attack! As he's just coming in with this giant punch. As Koichi freaking punches him back! How do I even describe it? I probably ought to be more cautious, but I'm having so much fun. He's got All For One's attention. Bad news. He has All For One's attention! Yep. Like so many kids, I loved playing hero games. Me and my pals from the neighborhood would spend the whole day caught up in our fantasies. From as early as I can remember, I was never much good at reading the room, as they say. So when the sun started to set, my friends went home, and one by one, I'd always be the last kid on the playground. That's when I finally stop and think. Oh, all the fun ended a while ago. In the years that followed, my high school buddies would say, "Come on, we've all moved on from that hero dream." I knew the score. Actually becoming a hero meant going to one of those special schools. So there comes a time when everyone else has to start thinking about living a regular life. So I finally read the room. I saw the writing on the wall. And I did what I had to. I prepped for a proper, stable life. The childish games had to end early, while I was still caught up in all the fun. So I get it. I know that today is the day that dream comes to an end. Get the fuck out of here! And we're already done. And this time I'm on time. I'm not a week late. So I have to wait 2 weeks! Dude, I'm about to number 6 myself for real. 19 days. I'm going to blow up. I bet All Might is gonna come and sweep 9. Of course he's gonna sweep. Is it? It's number 6, right? Or number 9? Oh yeah, All For One's because he's got the potato face, so this is already past the fight. Yeah, number 6. Okay, so yeah, All Might's gonna All Might would fucking obliterate number 6. Even like, you know, feats and whatnot, yada yada yada, it doesn't matter. Like narratively, All Might would obliterate him. Like think about it. Like fucking Midoriya knows about Toxic Chainsaw, and not about this guy. No, Red, that's because this guy didn't exist when Koi Horikoshi was writing that scene. You're right, but canonically, he brought up a fight with Toxic Chainsaw, and not this guy. The crawler dies, Koichi lives. Oh, I don't want that. I want him to be a hero. Hey, yo, Pop and him. And fucking what's her name? Let's get the harem going. Fucking he deserves it. Fucking Makoto. He deserves both, goddammit. Koichi gets crippled and lives boring life. No, don't Tensei him. Especially how prevalent Tensei is in this story. Or at least, you know, how he shows up. Gosh, this shot is so great. It's just like All Might. Like, just the intensity in the fist. You know, the motion blurs, it's coming in to blast away an enemy. Then later in MHA, we see Wheelchair Tensei and Koichi chilling. I'm fine with him retiring if, and only if, when fucking society breaks down in MHA, the fucking Vigilantes come in to keep things in order. Or at least to help. That's the only fucking thing I would be, like, okay with. The All Might sweatshirt he gave her when he saved her. She could use that to urge him out of retirement in the main story. Yeah, she could. It's so cool. And it's even how All For One's like, that's a nice quirk you got there. Can I see it? And it's true, it's a great freaking quirk. It's awesome. Allows him to double jump, triple jump, effectively fly. He can, you know, slide up on walls. He can go faster than sound. Like, Koichi is by feats alone one of the fastest characters in the My Hero verse. Like, with just the fact that he was able to keep pace with number 6, who is a bullet timer, who's able to, like, watch bullets fly by. he is, without question, just based off feats alone, one of the fastest characters in the entire MHA verse. Especially in terms of reaction time. Which makes me wonder, like, until it's proven otherwise, I'm going to safely say that Hawks is significantly faster. Oh, that'd be an awesome fight in terms of choreography. Especially because Koichi would do what he usually does, and he would stay on the defensive. While Bakugo, while he's not, like, exclusively offensive, that's the kind of game he likes to play. He goes on the offensive. So, having that level of mobility, utilization of quirks, that'd be a really cool fight. Koji was keeping up with Tensei before he really worked on his quirk. That's true, that's true. Now, Tensei is like... I put him like... That's the thing. I feel bad for Tensei. Because he's like a speedster type, but he's like... Now, he's faster than most people, for sure. And by most people, I'm referring to most people in MHA, not most humans. He's much faster than anything that's ever lived. He's not that fast. Like, we see that he's passing cars on the freeway, but he can't catch up to the Bat guy. Hawks would beat Koichi pretty easily, but that's the thing. I need, like, official kind of... And not official because the official things are very vague. Like, that Ultra Analysis book, it's very vague. And also, Koichi is not even in it. But that would be interesting, like, if Hawks is, like, an S in speed, but Koichi is an A, and get that kind of thing. But I would need to, like, have... Or show Hawks being able to easily dodge bullets or something like that. Show his speed, because he's supposed to be the fastest hero. Now, Koichi isn't a hero, he's a vigilante, so they wouldn't really be ranking him that way. Well, the fastest hero aside from All Might, because All Might was faster. This is so cool. It's a great fight, and Hawks was keeping up with the high-end whom was too fast for Endeavor. And Endeavor is confirmed the speed of sound. Took me a while to really find the confirmation on that, but I did. He's as fast. He's faster than sound. And then you can get, like, the really funky scaling stuff where it's like, oh, Midoriya dodged Aoyama's naval laser, and the naval laser is a beam of pure light, because it can be reflected by Hagakure. And so that means that he's relativistic speeds, if not FTL. It's like, no, I don't believe that. I don't believe he's FTL. Maybe hypersonic. Maybe at 100% Midoriya is hypersonic. Like the high levels of hypersonic. Yeah, Hawks is just different. Built different. So I get it. I know that today is the day that dream comes to an end. Nah. You're just clowning yourself, buddy. I want there to be more. I mean, hey, there's always, like, the team-up mission stuff I can read. So that's fun. Okay, but I hate people who use feats like that as if the author cared about it when drawing the character doing cool things. I think the author should keep this stuff in mind. Not so people on the internet can go, whoa, well, so that means they can beat Goku. But just, like... internal consistency. Like, if you flat out say Aoyama's naval laser is a beam of light, and you show somebody dodging it consistently, and then you show that person, you know, struggling to move out of the way of a bullet, it can be a little contrived. So I agree that, you know, when you are over invested in just when you read something solely just for feats, like that level of overinvestment, it's absolutely irritating, and I get it. But I think authors should strive to keep that kind of stuff consistent. statements and like statements, feats, and scaling are like they're like the kind of the 3 pillars in that regard. Mei Hatsume and Melissa Shield has a chapter where they're pretty much tortured Deku with their inventions the entire time. That's good. So that means they must not be canon because it's Melissa's in it. I guess they can be soft canon. Typically, the thing that is most rock solid is feats, then it's scaling, and then it's statements. Because you can have statements that, and it depends on the statement, where it's like if you have somebody holding a clipboard and a scientist thing, and they're like, yeah, we charted him out. He flies at 233 meters per second. It's like, wow, that's almost the speed of sound. Or it's like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that's a statement. We haven't seen that, but it seems reputable. But then you have like, Kratos. That's a good one for statements. It's like, oh, the fight with Hercules and Jormungandr shook the World Tree. And so a lot of people are like, oh, well, the World Tree holds a bunch of their own infinite dimensions, so it's multiversal. And it's like, Kratos in that fucking scene says it's an exaggeration. Like, that's not, and it's not even fucking remotely close to anything that we see Kratos, even in, like, the biggest, dickest moments of Chad energy, do across the entire series. So yeah, that statement is, while used a lot in versus debate, it's not something I typically like to see as something representative of power. But then you got scaling, and scaling can be just as fucked. But there's at least typically more of a through line in why. It's like the light novels, it's between the important stuff we see in the full series, so soft canon is a good term for it. Yeah, that makes sense. Because you got scaling, where it's like, oh, well, we know how strong All Might is, so logically, All for One, we don't need to necessarily see him do these incredible feats. Simply the fact that he fought All Might to a standstill would imply his power. We got scaling. Stuff like that. But then you can also get, see, Spider-Man once dodged the Hulk. This means, or once took a hit from the Hulk. This means that Spider-Man now has high multiversal levels of durability. Statements in referencing to scaling, like this guy is as fast as the other guy. To me, that means that the author wants us to know that. Oh, well, yeah. See, that works. Like, if you had, like, the Hero Commission going, oh, Hawks, he's a unparalleled in speed, but this new Koichi kid, say he's running it, he's up there. If anybody could rival him, it'd be him. It's like, okay, shit. So not only does that mean that Hawks is faster, but Koichi is the second fastest that they've seen. So that's a good statement, There's a light novel that features Class B's play? I'm not gonna lie, I wanted to see that more. Like in MHA, people always say Midoriya's 100% is as if not stronger than All Might's, but people use feats to discredit it all the time. I'm fine with saying Midoriya's 100% isn't as strong right now. Like, you could make the argument that, no, logically it should be stronger. But I like to think, like, he's still having to work up that, like, it's still an incredible amount of power that he has, more than basically anybody else on the planet, barring, like, 2 people. But it's more of, like, how do I say that? It's like imagine, one for all is a jar. And each time a user gets it, they fill the jar up. But once they pass it on, the jar gets bigger. Like, a lot bigger. So Midoriya has has a lot of open space in his jar, but his jar's a lot bigger right now. So he's not quite at All Might's strength, but he can supersede All Might through time and training. So, if the author went out and said, no, all 100% Smash from Midoriya is as strong, if not stronger, than 100% Smash from All Might, as we've seen in the anime up until this point, I would be like, okay. But until then, I'm going to view it like this, because it kind of makes sense to me. It explains why, you know, Midoriya doesn't, like... Because I don't think that Muscular could have taken an 100%, or a full, you know, really trying Smash from All Might from the USJ like he took from Midoriya. With a B, I was like, what? Exactly. But, so yeah, so statements can be good, they can be bad. Same with scaling. Like, I'm sure if you really wanted to, like, say you go to, like, some of the older places, like Marvel or DC, I'm sure you could find a street tier character and through scaling, get them up to multiversal. I'm actually fucking sure you could. Like, Batman dodged Darkseid's Omega Beams. The Flash and Superman had trouble dodging it. This means that due to Flash's immeasurable speed feats, Batman has immeasurable, if not redundant, like, reaction time. People scale MCU Black Widow to have FTL reaction time. No joke. That's insane. That's insane. But then there's feats. And feats can also be a little wonky. But they're typically the most reliable. Because it's like, look, that guy did that. I can see it with my own optical orbs. But then, of course, you can get outliers, out of character, plot induced. Like, if you went only with, like, feats as they happened, Thor and Hulk would be fucking that in scaling. Especially, Thor would just be going down. What they do to my man Thor is criminal. And they can't fucking help themselves. Every goddamn new Thor issue, it's like, hey, want to see how we retconned your origin and your lore and your mythology? Again? Alright, but My Hero Academia. So yeah, I not that I, you know, like, need somebody to go, wow, Hawks' top speed is fucking 833 meters a second. But he can only do that with all feathers. I would like to see more speed feats from him. Like, maybe, like, you know, not shadow stepping, what's it? Just, you know, like, doing, like, behind somebody. Hawks is so cool. He's so cool. Like, he's got the feathers. His quirk, and they can sense things. It's a cool quirk. It's a cool quirk, man. Just want to see more from him. But yeah, if Koichi got into MHA, like, the show proper, I would lose my fucking mind. Because we've had a lot of characters from MHA in Vigilantes, but I don't think we've had a single Vigilantes original in MHA. Which I guess makes sense, because it's you know, having this be taking place in the past just allows you to elaborate further on the backstories of certain characters. But if you were to flash forward a character from this to MHA, that means that you're, one, guaranteeing that they live that long, and two, you're locking yourself into a pathway that the Vigilante story now has to kind of follow to a certain extent to get them to that point. So it is a little different. But yeah, any other thoughts whilst we are still on My Hero and Vigilantes? Speaking of Deku versus Muscular, in a volume extra, Horikoshi clarified and apologized for the confusion over the 1 million% punch. It was Izuku who hyped himself up. I know. I am fully aware. Absolutely aware of that. Man, I found that out very quickly after watching that episode. Because, again, you know, me and Joe and Gabe, when we heard that, we were like, 1 wouldn't a million percent one completely obliterate his body, but also like do way more damage? You know, like because we're a bunch of losers. Shirakumo in Vigilantes wasn't before the manga canon. Shirakumo in Vigilantes wasn't before the manga canon? I completely forgot about Shirakumo. But Shirakumo was in Vigilantes was before the anime? Well, okay, yeah, the anime, duh. But the manga? Because I completely forgot about Shirakumo. But again, Shirakumo's fucking dead. So they didn't have to worry about that too much. Let's see. It's in this. Okay, this isn't the volume that he's introduced in. Let's see. It's not gonna give me a date of publication, is it? Wait. Yeah, that's a no. Shirakumo showed up in Vigilantes before the reveal in MHA. Boom! Awesome. So that's one character, and it's a huge one at that. Especially because not only of his importance of being just Shirakumo and that with Aizawa, but also the fact that he's Kurogiri. Which also, that works. They don't have to worry about the problems that I laid before them prior, because Shirakumo is famous because he fucking died. So having, like, a living character, or a character with, like, story to tell show up in MHA, that has its problems to it. But man, do I want it! Like, if I had to create a list of Vigilantes characters to show up in MHA, number 1, Koichi, far and away, without question. Number 2 would be Captain Celebrity. Captain Celebrity's so cool. Hey, you know, he's an American. I want to see the top 10 or the. I guess I can stomach top. I can deal with top 3, but I want to see the top 10 for the United States. Or like the number 1 heroes from like multiple countries, including the U.S. Because Captain Celebrity, he was the number 1 at one point. It's been so long. I have to reread this entire thing. I'm gonna reread this entire manga before the next fucking arc comes out. The number 1 United States hero is the most OP in the series, no joke. Yeah! Mm! With Makoto as a pair, I would like to see. Yeah, oh, yeah, yeah. Quirk is absolutely ridiculous. What a fucking freedom-loving Chad! I don't even know what his quirk does. Okay, so it's broken. Ah, thank you for subscribing. Yeah, thank you so much. But let's see. It's broken. It's not a timed quirk, is it? Don't tell me if it is. Cannot confirm nor deny, but it's... I don't like time, alright? Time is a stupid concept. It's a hack's quirk. Okay. So let's see. It's like gotta be a quirk that we haven't seen before, or one that we have seen before done to the absolute peak. It's gotta be broken, it's hacks, and it's the most powerful quirk. By the way, before I even guess, what do we say when I when I give my prediction? Let's see. Okay, broken powers. We already have speedsters, which is like my go-to. You don't know? It's I cannot confirm nor deny. That is the response. If I ask a question that you can't answer, but also like saying like, oh, I'm not gonna say you're right. I cannot confirm nor deny. It's just the catch-all. It's the best thing possible. Let's see. It's not super speed. We have a lot of speedsters. I guess we have Uraraka, but gravity manipulation, that'd be a big one. Like, really big. We could do so much with that. For more deny, that's right. Okay, let's see. It's... What if it's the power to summon natives? Then it's worthless! How you gonna be number one with that? You're gonna summon them and they're gonna die! God, native, don't die. Okay, but it's gotta be either some level of time manipulation, gravity manipulation, or reality manipulation. Because those are... Die, native! It's gotta be one of those. So... I don't want it to be time, so I'm not guessing that one. And gravity manipulation would be really cool, but I guess we also have... Stain should have finished him. We've got... Uraraka and 13. So I'm gonna go with reality manipulation, but that's fucking huge for My Hero Academia. It would have to be like limited to shit. You can't be like Silver Surfer running around and going, your molecules are different. So Stain knew that killing native would destroy the world as we know it. So it's gotta be like, it's gonna be a My Hero Academia-esque reality manipulation. Because we haven't had a power like that yet. And that sounds horrifyingly broken for the MHA verse. But if we can limit it. So maybe like how in the Infinity War movie, when Thanos has the Reality Stone, he could change things about the world, but they don't last. Like they kind of undo themselves naturally if he leaves. So, like, maybe limited, like, maybe, kind of like how with Mirio, like, matter can't overlap matter, maybe reality kind of wants to be the way it is, so when this person manipulates reality, it comes back after a bit, it kind of fights it. I can manipulate reality, but not really, you know. Check it out, I'm manipulating reality. After Area, I just can't imagine someone more broken or cute. Yeah, that's true. Oh, and also, that's kind of a time quirk. So that's gonna check my box for time, because I fucking hate time travel. I hate it so much. It's either you make it a multiverse, so time travel is effectively pointless, because you're not affecting your own timeline. Now, there's shit you can do with that. Or you make it the worst possible thing you can ever fucking do ever. And make it not multiversal time travel. In which case, just stop writing, erase what you've written, and burn it. Can warp reality, but only directly to... What about overhaul? Overhaul, I wouldn't call that reality warping. That's more like transmutation. You're changing one thing to another, like an earthbender, or really like a bender of any kind. It's more of like you're controlling what's there, and you're breaking it apart and rebuilding it. Reality warping is like ignoring fundamental things, aspects about reality, and imposing what you want on it. AKA alchemy. Yeah, he's an alchemist with a philosopher's stone. It's basically what he is. At a molecular level. Yeah, this would basically be like, he can make iron into, you know, oxygen and shit, or whatever. Or oxidize whatever fucking process he is there. Or he can turn water into oxygen and hydrogen. A reality warper could turn water into, like, feathers. Like, you get what I mean? Or, like, clouds into, like, a nimbus that can move around. Like, it can ignore properties that would otherwise be inignorable. They can make something reverse their gravitational pull. Like, that's what a reality warper can do. Open holes in space kind of shit. Turn my hair into chains. Yeah, you could. Overhaul is incredibly useful. His quirk is so good. It's so good. In fact, according to our tier list, I'm pretty sure we put Overhaul in S. It's gonna might take me a bit to find it. No, I favorited it. I have a big brain. Is that our... Yep, here it is. This might be the older one, though. Right, you gotta organize this shit better. Yeah, we have Overhaul in double S, actually. Overhaul don't even need the fusion dance. Overhaul would be a great hero. Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. So. I'm grateful for my luck. Imagine one touch and he could put you in a coma to arrest you. Huh. Use the quirk of people he fuses with. It's insane. It really is. Like, Toga had to go through some serious fucking shit to be able to progress her quirk to be able to use the other quirks of people she turns into. Overhaul just eats you. But also when Aries a hero, she could one touch and take away your quirk. When Aries a hero, she could be worshipped as a god. Like, I'm sure, like, you know, like, if we really wanted to, you know, like, be pedantic, like, if All Might went that way, I'm sure he could, too. But, like, it's different. Because, like, All Might, he's really fucking strong, like, so strong that he could topple governments. But, like, people understand what he's about. It's super strength. It's something that's relatively common in this world. He's just to the highest degree. Aerie is like a fucking, like, messiah figure. SS, fair, but she doesn't have super speed, strength, etc., so she's pretty situational. If Aerie could rewind herself, she'd be perfect for One for All. I guess for, like, him damaging himself? Yeah, if she could, like... Well, Aerie should be able to rewind herself. I don't see why she couldn't. Thank God All Might has that morality. Yeah. One for All would monstrously boost her quirk. Katsuma would be a great support hero, and his cell activation gives a boost too. Buff that up, and he could be crazy. Yeah, like, we just get the kid army and strap him onto Midoriya. You can throw hands. Absolutely. Look what it did to Bakugo. Yeah! Went from trees to mountains. Vision literally impossible, making Deku immortal. So with how that works, I thought that the way I interpret that is that Sir Night-Eye's quirk works in a way where you can see the future, right? So when the future is seen, it is now believed. Like, that is what's going to pass. And so that's the reason why it is going to happen. Like, it's not like there's a destiny or that he locks it, or I guess he does, but it's not this unavoidable factor. So when hold on, we're just fucking chatting now. I'm not reading anything. I'm gonna get the chat music going. Motherfucking backdraft. All right, So, when he sees it, it kind of cements it, locks it in place. And the reason why it's unavoidable is because even when he tries to change it and he's certain it's going to change, there's still that thing in his brain saying, that's the future that's going to happen. The reason why it didn't is because everybody, not just Midoriya, was so certain that the future that they envisioned was going to happen, that effect didn't take root. Because there was no doubt in their mind. It's not like that's a possible future. It's not. That's not happening at all. So that's kind of my interpretation of what happened. Gotta get Coda training with Bakugo or motherfucking backdraft. Recovery Girl with One for All though. Deku and Eri versus Overhaul was definitely one of my fave. Yeah. The only problem is it's too short. I want to see him get his ass kicked even harder. It's a crying shame, I tell you, a crying shame. That his biggest flaw with his quirk is he was a fatalist. Exactly. Exactly. Trying to think of other Vigilantes characters that could show up in MHA. So we got Shirakumo, I guess, already. Uh-oh. Go back. Let's go to, No, that's not what I want. What was the chapter that showed those heroes? What if that Eraserhead guy came in as an MHA? Dude, that would be epic. Nah, it was the one where number 6 was looking at the monitor and Overhaul was like, dude, pick out your quirk and I'll buy it for you. What chapter was that? 16? Let's give 16 a try. Nope, it is not 16. It was well before 16. Let's try 7. So he's still very human-y. Oh, yeah, remember the fucking monster version of him? Imagine having the quirk to breathe in lava. You'd never know. Yeah, I have the quirk to breathe in the vacuum of space. I am quirkless. Oh my god, and this was one of the coolest things I ever read. Where he's like, yo, your body is now able to maintain this thing. He's like, you know, but you forget that the crawler has always inhibited these perilous deaths. Like, he's always been here, bitch. Aw, man. Coolest shit ever. Okay, was not that chapter. Yeah, because it's starting to turn into All for One. Sniper style. 105 to 110. Fuck yeah, that bearded beauty. Oh, here it is. Monster from One Punch Man. Okay. So I haven't seen you. I haven't seen you. Can't be sure if I've seen anybody here. It was 111. Or you. And I mean, well, Yorai Musha is in MHA, but I haven't seen him fucking do shit. Because there are certain things I feel like I can't have speculation talk about because I know I might accidentally let something slip. Did I ever read the Overhaul arc in the manga? No, I did not. I did not read the Overhaul arc in the manga. The only manga of MHA I've read is Vigilantes And everything in Season 5 being Joint Training, Endeavor Agency, and the MVA. Whoa, what? So there is a character here. So it has to be either you or you. Or maybe you. Season 7? That's after the fall. Of Hero Society, I mean. Because we're fucking losing. But these are heroes, they're not vigilantes. So why would they come after that? They should just be in... They should just be in Season 6. Unless, of course... Are we losing? No! Yeah. Chronologically, no. But timeline-wise, does staying count? If he comes back. Maybe. Can't say shit. I wouldn't count same. Is that Red Riot or Crimson Riot? But why? That's Crimson. Okay. So I guess that we could get Crimson Riot, and that could be something we see from Kirishima. But fucking Crimson Riot is not in the lineup. Like, I have the lineup written down. He's not there. Neither is she, and I can't tell. I can't tell who that is. That might be Crust. So let's assume that's Crust. Crust is there already, so not Season 7. Crimson Riot could be something, and so could this lady. Wouldn't read too much into it, it's just a fun cameo, but that's what we do here! Why read it at all, if not much into it? Random question, what percentage do you think Deku is at now? 3 months later and right before the war? I mean, yeah, he has been training for 3 months, especially with the help of, like, Endeavor. But he's... Not to say that he hasn't been training his body or his capacity at all, but I imagine it has a lot more to do with training for utilization of Black Whip and Float now. So I expect him to be going into this fight fucking moonwalking on the air. Okay, I expect him being able to float on this fight. 276%. But I'm sure he did improve. Let's see. So he can kind of comfortably in bursts do 20%, right? I think we talked about this in one of our reactions. I think I settled on like a burst of anywhere from 35 to 40% and like a new base of 12 to 15. But I imagine most of his efforts were into mastering. I know Deku. I imagine Deku would be focusing more on mastering Black Whip and getting Float. I guess even unlocked, because studying the manga during the war, reading that week to week was an experience. But cares more about becoming Spider-Man than Superman now. Hey, if you have to be a superhero, might as well choose from one of the 3 most popular heroes ever. Wait, he's got Superman's strength, Spider-Man's powers. He needs something from Batman. Because these are the 3 most popular heroes ever. So, he needs billions of dollars. Sticky whips. Or a cape. I did see in one of the volume extras Deku was wearing, I think it looked like Gran Torino's cape. Because it was a brighter color, but it could have just been something else. I don't think it's in this volume. But, yeah. So I guess if he got, like, a black cape and decorates, he'd have something from all the big 3 of superheroes. Oh, one look at what? What am I not supposed to be looking at? Take it with Cape Law. I mean, it was in one of the volume extras of something that I've already covered. I thought it was fine. Because there's like a giant whale monster too or something, if I remember correctly. Jump from 8% to 20%, and if his training has been like the initial week with Endeavor, plus still going to school and doing training there, he's getting lots of physical workout. That's true. He absolutely is. Oh, yeah, it's the Mecha Whale. Yeah. I mean, it was just his normal costume, but he had a cape. Hold on. Let me see if I can find the Mecha Whale image. Yeah, it's right here. Boom. Mecha Whale. That's just his normal costume with a yellow cape. So, honestly, it's basically a season 7 look. It's gonna be rad! It's gonna be like the whale hero. And it's gonna be like the #1 water-themed hero. He's gonna jump out, and the mecha parts are what allows him to fight on land. He's gonna be like the whale lord of MHA. But, I could honestly, like, this lady seems neat with, like, a gun arm. Wait a minute. Didn't we just... Yeah, he's got the gun arm. So maybe she's already taken care of, actually. Because that's a gun arm. Or I guess that could be like a... I guess it could be like a sword or something. But it definitely looks like it's coming out of the arm. It's gonna be Godzilla and Gang Workers Love Child. Address your comment about Mecha Whale. Hold on. Yeah, yes, it is the image of the Mecha Whale. Gang Orca's the pilot. But anyways, as I was saying, she seems cool, and I know Korei Okoshi likes drawing cool women just because apparently he fucking drew... Well, this could just be Mirko. He drew Mirko for apparently like 2 years straight or something. So I could see her, but like having Crimson Riot would be really interesting because it's got that dynamic with Kirishima. Though I guess Kirishima's going to have enough chances for interesting character stuff in Season 6 just due to the fact that Maki is going to be there. And we have that whole thing with Makia and fucking Mina and their backstories, doing stuff like that. So we have stuff there, but having Crimson Riot there could kind of push that. The only question is why wouldn't Crimson Riot be in Season 6? He's a superhero. Well, I guess there's a lot of other locations, so he could be there. That makes sense. Want to see Kirishima take a hit from Makia. Bro, he's going to be like a Lego set. He gets hits once, it just falls apart. I don't care how unbreakable he is. He's going to be very breakable in that encounter. But she just... Now that I think about it, she seems so detailed comparatively. Like, not quite as detailed as Yorai Musha. Or Gang Orca. Nah, maybe not. Crimson could be behind Native's massive physique. Why do you think it's Makia in reality? No manga readers, so I don't know. He doesn't have super strength, but he can punch like as fast as a damn bullet. That's gonna create a lot of fucking force. Rappa doesn't even have super strength. Who do you think is Makia in reality? Like, who do I think Makia is? Oh, okay. Who do I think Makia is? Well, I guess it would probably be somebody who was, like, close to All for One. Like, somebody who he would trust to give all these quirks to. Or I guess... maybe he found this guy out, like, he sought him out due to his natural ability to withstand multiple quirks? Or maybe he was a patient of Ujiko? Oh, yeah, no. He's not standing up to Makia. Kirishima's son from the future. No. No time stuff. What'd I say? Okay. I did it. I did manage to stretch this reading of a 19-page issue to over an hour, and I still have to read Tokyo Ghoul. So, your last questions or comments? Yeah, he did say that. Makia's Toya. Bro, no spoilers! Makia's not Toya. Toya is All for One. Stay woke to this shit. Come on. It's All for One's bodyguard from the flashback. The first user showed Deku at the start of Season 5 because Uchiko said he was one of its... That makes sense. That means he's old as shit. Like, that's... He's old. Old. But yeah, last comments or questions. Toya is Todoroki's dad. It all makes sense now. How could it not? I want Makia to go back into hiding after MHA ends so he can become a cryptid.
Deep in the woods of northern Japan lies a mysterious creature. Locals have seen him at night crossing the road, often accompanied with the sound of radio static. Locals in the area are referred to calling him Radiohead.
Deku's gonna end all quirks. He's just gonna go house by house. You got a quirk? Ultra Bigfoot.
While there has been no actual evidence or confirmed sightings of the creatures, locals once picked up a rock that looked vaguely like something that they described
that looked somewhat like a footprint. This conclusive evidence shows that Radiohead is out there. Bigfoot Plus. Imagine punished Deku and Ares showed up to your door. I'm sick of this superpower shit. Wow. Why does every MHA stream just fucking devolve to me going, and this is gonna happen, and I think this is gonna happen, and this fucker's gonna die? You guys, it's too easy for you guys to get me talking about this shit. It's too easy, and I'm never not thinking about it. It's very theory craftable. It is. Incredibly. We're all gonna die anyways. Why not join up with All for One? You just want to fucking blow them apart. It's beautiful. Alright. You have 4.5 minutes. We're gonna end this at 1:20-ish. Unless, of course, you guys can get me talking more. Age stopping quirks? Yeah. Well, have a good day at school tomorrow. I hope you enjoyed the stream, and thank you so much for stopping by. You're fine with moving on to Tokyo Ghoul now? Alright. Who wants to be a child forever? Yeah! Yeah, because quirks typically kick in from, like, birth up until you're, like, 4 to 5 years old. So if you have an age-stopping quirk at that age... Ooh. Oh, that's not good. Alright, well, that's going to be it for this stream. I'm going to end this one and then quickly get the other one up. But I'm gonna head upstairs and grab some resources because I've been slacking on the streams, and I'm going to try and make this one a little longer if I can. So, next stream, Tokyo Ghoul will be up in like 5 minutes, 10 minutes-ish. Probably sooner than that. So see you in a bit. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good one. Peace out. Also, support us on Patreon. Yeah. Okay, goodbye. Links are,